which he then tries to conceal either behind his, at certain points behind his back.
Oh, he finna backdoor him?
The second victim, Paris Gary, arrives on a motorcycle.
Oh, he finna backdoor two of his homies? And then he ran out of there.
You see Josh running out the front door, down the steps, across.
Oh, so Josh ran for his life. Oh, so he got hit. Because he was still getting, he talking about self-defense, bro. You was still busting that, bro. He running, you still busting at him, gang. Look at the door, bro. He's busting at him while he's running, bro. He trying to drill. That ain't no self-defense.
Down the steps.
On the ground. On the ground.
On the ground. They got some Philly killers. They arrested some
conviction in a deadly double shooting that shocked residents in Olney.
News is that Josh arrives with an individual who's later identified as Sabir Bunch. The two of them arrive in Josh's black Cadillac Escalade.
Right.
Sabir Bunch sticks out of the front passenger seat. He's armed with a firearm, which he then tries to conceal either behind his, at certain points behind his back, underneath the shirt. Josh appears completely unaware.
Oh, he finna backdoor him?
The second victim, Paris Gary, arrives on a motorcycle.
Oh, he finna backdoor two of his homies? He finna kill them?
Friends with. Paris Gary, he had been friends with for like over 20 years.
The Philadelphia District Attorney's Office says it was a Jailhouse phone call that helped unravel Sabir Bunch's alibi, leading to a guilty verdict. Prosecutors say the convicted murderer was overheard in an unrelated Jailhouse call, saying it was self-defense when he shot Joshua Chisholm and Paris Gary inside a home.
How the hell it was self-defense and you the one got out the car with the gun looking weird?
In August of 2023.
And you hear, you don't see it, but you hear gunshots.
And then he ran out of there.
You see Josh running out the front door, down the steps, across.
Oh, so Josh ran for his life. Oh, so he got hit. Because he was still getting, he talking about self-defense, bro. You was still busting that, bro. He running, you still busting at him, gang. Look at the door, bro. He's busting at him while he's running, bro. He trying to drill. That ain't no self-defense.
Down the steps, across. I think it's 3rd Street, up Champlain, where he eventually collapses.
Did he pass?
The trio, who
or did he make
say
it?
were all longtime friends, came across one another at Albert Einstein Hospital earlier in the day. They left and went back to this house. Surveillance video shows Bunch concealing a weapon before he shot them both inside. One of them managed to run out of the house with several gunshot wounds. Authorities say they still have no motive.
A wrist or a hand reach out with a medical bracelet on it and post the door closed. About 2 minutes later,
and then he hopped out the
rear
back.
Property. Sabir Bunch comes
all
out of the
on
house.
camera, looking stupid as hell.
He's hopping over fences, the next door fence, where he then runs into like a common alley, and we lose him. They come to the front of the house. They see Sabir Bunch outside of the house, hiding behind some bushes on the step.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground. Get on the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
That's
December
crazy.
23rd,
so why he do that, though?
Sabir Bunch was
Why he
convicted
killed
of a double homicide that happened on August 3rd, 2023.
That was a
in
bad
the Olney section of Philadelphia. For the 3 men involved,
And he said they met at the hospital. Hey, bro, I don't know, bro. Now the nigga that did the killing, it don't look like he got too much sense.
Stop it. Get some help.
It don't look like he the smartest out the bunch. But they saying that they met at the hospital. That's why he had a hospital band on. So I don't know if they got in a car accident or something, but they obviously seem like friends, though. Like, they don't seem like they was on no backdoor stuff. They, you know, if they was gonna backdoor him, like, I don't know, it'll look a lot different. You the one, look, he the one with the gun, hiding the gun under his shirt and shit. You feel me?
that day
This is a straight up
as a normal
backdoor.
day in the life. Paris Gary, or Petey, was at Albert Einstein Hospital as Sabir Bunch was being released. CCTV footage captures the pair together, followed by Joshua Chisholm picking Sabir Bunch up and bringing him back to Sabir's home from the hospital.
Right.
Even though a lot of what followed was captured on home surveillance cameras, the actual shooting was not. By the end of the trial, this case still had some unanswered questions. Questions like what actually happened inside that house.
Damn.
Mainly, what sparked the incident that left 2 men dead.
Y'all always ask me to show y'all exactly how to get rich on YouTube, so I made a full-blown course. It's not complete yet, but you can order it right now. There's 5 hours of content in it right now. It'll be like 12 or 15-hour full course once it's done. It'll be done by April 1st, all right? So click the link in the description, get your course, and start learning how to really get rich on YouTube. I'm not just no one-hit wonder type guy. No, I have more than 40 channels that make me hundreds of thousands of dollars all together every single month. Like, I'm checking straight bags off of this, just sitting in my crib, recording, making videos. So if you want to learn exactly how I do it, I'm showing you how to clip farm, how to edit, how to upload, how to make thumbnails, how to develop your character, how to make shorts, how to make clips, right? I'm giving you every piece of every single type of strategy that you will ever need to get rich on YouTube. So click that link. It's not a super cheap course, but it ain't expensive. It's only $150. And if you use the code MACMULA, you could get 20% off of that $150. So go get you some money.
Sabir Bunch from 18th and Tioga was feared by some on the street because of his volatility. He was described to me as a loose cannon. Some say he was missing a screw or two upstairs. He now sits at SCI Mahoney with only hopes of appealing his sentence if he is to ever see the light of day.
He looked crazy though, I ain't gonna lie. It looked like
Sabir was born November 15th, 1998 in Philadelphia. As I said earlier, he's from North Philly, 18th and Erie. His juvenile records aren't available, but he started getting arrested as an adult immediately.
Damn.
12 days after his 18th birthday in November of 2014, he was arrested.
Why do y'all all look like this? Why do all Philly niggas look the exact same? Why do y'all all look alike? Y'all all look exactly alike.
For robbery.
And y'all got the same name. Sladir, Quadir. You feel me? Like, y'all got all these Muslim names. Y'all look just alike. What the fuck?
He did about a year before being paroled, and he's been on probation ever since. He was in and out of jail his entire adult life. Gun possession here, probation violation there.
A goofy.
In 2018,
and a bad criminal.
Sabir was once again arrested on gun possession, and even though he was on probation, he beat the gun charge. It's unclear to me right now what happened with that case because, as it states in this article, his court records are no longer available.
Right.
This small excerpt from the article talks about Sabir being one of 17 instances in which someone charged with a gun case in 2018 was later charged with homicide, murder, or attempted murder. And this article is from way back in 2021. Detractors of Larry Krasner point to cases like this as their biggest problem with what they call his soft on crime approach. Krasner will argue that he has a smart on crime approach.
Oh, okay.
Like every police department and district attorney's office in the country.
I just seen a Chicago mayor say some stupid shit. He said, locking up all of our criminals is not going to solve the violence problem in the black community. So we need to be lenient on them. What, motherfucker? What are you talking about?
A big spike in all violent crimes
Are you
during
stupid?
COVID. Also, like most places, Philly saw a dramatic drop post-COVID, despite the criticisms of Krasner and his policies. However, to Krasner's critics, Sabir's 2023 double murder case is particularly egregious because not only was he charged in 2019 for a murder, which a witness and camera says he participated in, but he somehow beat that as well. In a legal motion I obtained, it talks about how on December 2nd, 2019, at around 6 p.m., near 17th and Pulaski.
This be the problem though. Niggas be knowing, like the police would know you did 5 murders, you done snitched on yourself on Instagram, they don't lock none of these niggas up. I feel like if the police went crazier, I feel like if you got on Instagram and acted like you was a gangster and they locked you up, motherfuckers wouldn't do it no more. You feel me? Like, so I don't think being soft on a nigga who out here shooting and killing motherfuckers and robbing people, that ain't gonna work, folks. You lock that nigga ass up, twin. You see what I'm saying? If you get caught with a gun and you a felon, 15, 25 years. It sound harsh, but that's the only way. Like when you go to school and your mama keeps saying, you keep messing up in school, I'm gonna take your phone. You do it again, I'm gonna take your phone. You do it again, I'm gonna take your phone, but she never take your phone. Eventually, you like, bitch, I ain't listening to you. You ain't taking my phone, so I'm gonna do what I want to do. It's very simple, folks.
Transported Sean Gunther to Temple University Hospital, where he was pronounced dead by 7:30 p.m.
Damn.
At the scene, recovered were 6 .40 caliber fired shell casings and 4 .380 caliber shells, indicating the presence of at least 2 shooters. Although the shooting was off camera, surveillance video captured Sabir Bunch walking toward the scene, wearing a dark colored jacket, dark pants, and dark boots, while Marquise Williams was recorded wearing a red, white, and blue jacket with a dark hoodie underneath and dark striped sweatpants. An individual outside an unmarked windowless barbershop featuring a black door at 17th and Pulaski told detectives that Sean Gunther had just left after getting a haircut when the shots erupted.
Damn.
The investigation relied heavily on witness number 1, who heard the shots near 3700 Pulaski and identified Sabir Bunch firing a weapon. And then witness number 2, who says he saw Bunch and Williams fleeing south on Pulaski before turning east on Erie Avenue. Witness number 2 here became very important because he noted that Marquise Williams dropped his gun while running. He also noted that he saw him run past him, drop his gun, run back past him to get it, and then run back past him again.
Oh, okay.
Video surveillance corroborated the timeline, capturing Sabir Bunch wearing the clothes described earlier, as well as Marquise Williams initially in the red, white, and blue jacket over the dark hoodie, which he then changed. They were never seen together on camera before the shooting. Footage shows Sabir arriving at the crime scene minutes before Marquise. Marquise is seen on camera walking from his car at Erie and Bouvier to the barbershop and back to his car before the shooting. Almost immediately after Sabir got to the barbershop, footage shows Marquise entering his silver or gray car, which was parked at 3700 North Bouvier Street, which was at 543, before changing his clothes and walking a path along Butler Street and Pulaski Avenue back to the place where they were calling a barbershop, before returning to the vehicle to swap his jacket for a dark-colored one at 548. Just minutes before the murder, he then walked back to the barbershop. Shots rang out seconds later. Immediately after the shooting, 2 men matching the descriptions were seen hurriedly fleeing east on Erie Avenue, south on 15th, east on Lenox, and then south across Broad Street from west to east. And finally, they went west on Venango. Search warrants for T-Mobile cell tower data confirmed that the phones belonged to both
all
Williams
that shit
and
with your
Bunch
phone in your
and were
pocket.
seen at the crime scene together during the murder. Following the investigation,
See, like niggas like this, lock they ass up. If you go do all this dumbass shit, change your clothes twice, I'm gonna go put on a darker jacket. Like I'm gonna kill a nigga with my phone in my pocket. Man, lock that nigga ass up, man. Lock his ass up, man.
FBI, open up!
Yo, put him in the hole, man. Cause we don't need dumbass nigga like this to be out here with us.
homicide detectives obtained
homework.
arrest warrants. Williams was arrested that same day and charged with murder, criminal conspiracy, and related firearms offenses, while Bunch was arrested 5 days later on July 29, 2020. The 2 men's cases, which of course were connected at first, were separated by Judge James DeLeon when a witness failed to appear. When both witnesses failed to appear for the second time on November 18th, Judge DeLeon held Sabir Bunch for court but discharged Williams for lack of evidence. The Commonwealth refiled charges against Williams on December 19th, and he was held for court on all charges on March 17, 2021. Because they were held for court on different dates, the cases were separated. If you like this type of content and want to see more of it, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and even share the vid with your folks. Don't forget to turn on notifications. 2020 murder for a possible more than you know. Sabir Bunch's 2020 murder case went before Judge Diana Anhalt on October 27, 2021 for a possible plea, but negotiations failed. Both cases were eventually scheduled for separate trials on January 30th, 2023. Williams' defense counsel sought to sever the trials, arguing that admitting Bunch's phone conversation with the witness would violate Williams' Sixth Amendment right under the Breton Rule. Prosecution says that witness number 2 first talked to them at the crime scene. When asked to come in and make a formal statement, witness number 2 at first declined. Witness number 2 would eventually come in to make a statement to police. He, however, failed to ever show up at trial.
Damn.
During the course of the investigation,
You can't blame
he
him,
told
though.
police that Sabir Bunch had called him and asked him if he told someone named Boom from the neighborhood about the murder. Bunch's case went before Judge Diana Anhalt on October 27,
And she let his dumb
2021
ass out.
for a possible plea, but negotiations failed. Both cases were eventually scheduled for separate trials on January 30th, 2023. Williams' defense counsel sought to sever the trials, arguing that admitting Bunch's phone conversation rule and was therefore admissible under the co-conspirator exception to the hearsay rule. prosecution argued that any constitutional concerns could be remedied during a joint trial by simply redacting Williams' name from the statements and replacing it with a neutral term like the other guy.
Right.
Marquise Williams pleaded guilty to third-degree murder, while Sabir Bunch
what's third
ended
degree?
up walking away.
That's crazy.
Now, obviously, we wouldn't be here if Sabir Bunch was convicted in that trial.
Exactly.
And since he never had a trial, it goes without saying there's no paperwork to tell me why. But I would have to guess it was because of the lack of evidence. The state would have had to prove that Sabir and Marquise both had guns and both fired shots.
Right.
They can draw enough reasonable conclusions to prove that one of the two at least fired shots.
Yeah.
However, the Commonwealth's problems were stacking up in this case. 1, the weapons were never recovered. 2, neither eyewitness showed up for court, even though they had one witness on audio and video record. 3, that witness ID'd both men, but could only positively ID one at the scene, Marquise Williams. Even though
so all the
sets of
evidence was on
cartridges
Marquise.
were found, any competent defense attorney could successfully argue that there are other possibilities of who fired those other shots. The 5th problem that the state had was that neither man was talking. I don't have enough information to know which shell casings Gunther was hit with, if not both of them.
Why they
All the
kill this
paperwork
old
I
ass
could get
man,
talked
though?
about shells found at the scene,
Look like
and
an
not
old
the
man.
medical examiner's findings. Of course, this would all have come out at trial, but instead, Marquise Williams is doing 10 to 20 after pleading guilty. That would have put Sabir Bunch back on the street after his probation.
Hey, you niggas is better than me, boy. I don't listen, bro. Y'all niggas is better than me, bro. I'm sorry, gang. All that shit sound real. Like, see, I'm just a realist, folks. I'm just a nigga that I can speak the real. No matter what's going on, I can speak the real. So yeah, all that no snitching shit, that shit sound good when you on the street and you on Instagram. But when you and your homie go kill somebody and they catch both of y'all, but neither one of y'all snitching and he get off and you go to prison for 10, 20 years, man, that shit sound good until you get your ass in them investigation rooms. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. How many years could I? So y'all better not ever do no motherfucking crime with me. I don't give a damn what's fair or what's not, what you think is whole or not. Nigga, I'm going home.
Violation was sorted out. It wasn't long until we got to August 3rd, 2023. Video footage shows Sabir Bunch in the hospital along with longtime friend Paris Gary. Joshua Chisholm drove to Albert Einstein Medical Center and brought Bunch back from the hospital to his crib on the 5900 block of North 3rd Street, joined shortly after by Paris Gary. At the house, video shows Sabir Bunch exiting Joshua Chisholm's car, armed with a gun, which he is attempting to hide. Not very well, if I might add.
Yeah, but he ain't paying
Shortly
no
after
attention, though.
both enter the house, video footage shows Paris Gary pulling up to the home on a motorcycle. Around 7:30 p.m., the sound of gunshots could be heard.
Damn.
Joshua
He
Chisholm
tried to get up
runs
out of
the house.
He should have
and
hit him.
collapses on the ground.
He should have
across
bust the
street.
left, folks. I know it's hard to think in these situations, but he should have bust the left because he ran straight. So the nigga still shooting at him. I feel like that's what killed him.
Well, Chisholm
If he would have
runs
if
out
he
of
would
the
have
house.
hood or came this way or went that way or that way, he would have been decent because folks wouldn't have had. He would have had to come outside to shoot him, and he wasn't trying to do that because he know the camera right there.
And collapses on the ground across the street. Video later
See them
captures
collapse.
Sabir exiting the back of the house, hopping over fences, and fleeing from the area.
Folks ass a
About an
straight
hour
cloud.
and a half later,
Crash
police
out.
responded to a call for a burglary at 428 West Spencer Street, which was about 2 blocks away. The complainant
a
told
burglary?
PPD that a man kicked in the back door of her property and then
Oh,
fled out
damn.
the front door. Officers located Bunch
Oh, that
shirtless
nigga
and
tripping.
hiding behind bushes outside of the property.
So fresh out of murder, he basically did the case so special. Fresh off the murder, he breaking in somebody else's house. Like, what the fuck?
Bunch's clothing was recovered and later tested positive for gunshot
Dumbass,
residue,
you still
along
got the
with
same
other
shit you killed
relevant
the nigga
evidence.
in. Lord,
At
that
trial, Sabir tried to say it wasn't him on video and that he was not at his own home that night.
Okay.
A defense that was wildly silly. As you saw with Marquise Williams earlier, if a witness or camera sees you with a gun minutes before or after the
shooting,
killing,
dumbass.
like the witness saw Marquise with earlier and like the camera saw Sabir with here, that would sway 90% of juries.
Right.
In the Sean Gunther case,
Dumbass.
the witness saw Marquise Williams drop and pick up the gun. In the Josh and Paris murders, cameras catch Sabir with the gun. But the media says that prosecutors told them that it was a jail call that helped unravel Sabir Bunch's alibi, leading to a guilty verdict. Sabir was overheard on an unrelated jail call saying it was self-defense when he shot Joshua Chisholm and Paris P.D. Gary.
So you basically just admitted that you fucked your alibi up. You said you wasn't over there. Then you on a jail call talking about it was self-defense. How is it self-defense if you was never there? You just basically all you did, you just admitted to shooting him. And it wasn't self-defense because the nigga was running away clear as day and you was still shooting out the window while his homie was dead in the thing.
It was self-defense when he shot Joshua Chisholm
no damn
and
self-defense.
Paris P.D. Gary in 2023. The families of Paris Gary and Joshua Chisholm have been left fractured and heartbroken. A mother having to bury her son once again, and black mothers in this country feel that pain disproportionately. He was the life of the party, Paris's mom Denise explained, recalling his humor and love for karaoke, especially Tevin Campbell's Can We Talk. He could sing old school R&B for hours, she said, making it now difficult for her to attend family gatherings.
Paris was my go-to. When I need something, he was there. Like if my car break down, son, I broke down, Mom, where you at? If I need something put together, son, I need this, where you at? He wasn't a perfect kid. He wasn't a perfect kid, but his goodness.
It don't seem like he did nothing wrong though. Like
I prepared myself for my son murder. But once he got his life together, I let my guard down. Oh, he fine. God got him.
Our son was in the streets a little bit there.
And so now it's just belief. I know he's gone, but I don't believe.
Yeah.
I don't believe that he's gone. It's hard. It's hard, but I try to keep his memory alive through just speaking on his life and with his kids. They give me him.
Josh's mom, Diana, described her son as a remarkable individual who was an exemplary father, son, brother, and friend.
It don't really seem like, it sucks though. It just seemed like they ain't really do nothing wrong. I don't know if folks look crazy. Any nigga that got his face scribble scrabble like this, is a fucking insane, bro. I'm talking about crazy house, crazy, folks. Listen, nigga. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. What the fuck I'm sorry for? This is the truth. If you scribble scrabble your face like this with your tattoos, folks, you fucking crazy, yo. So I don't know I don't think it was really no reason. I think he just wanted to kill something. I think people like this, like I heard Flacco yesterday said everybody can't be created by God because some of y'all motherfuckers might have got created by the devil, boy, because some of y'all niggas is just, look at his eyes. Do you see some soul in that nigga eyes, man? That look like the damn devil in there, man. 2 demons and a pod, man. And if any grown man let somebody scribble scrabble on his face, it gotta be something mentally wrong with your ass, even for you to even think like, yeah, I'm finna scribble scrabble all this shit on my face, nigga. Like